Okay. All right, friends. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. As far as announcements, um, next week is Thanksgiving. So I will teach this class, this 9:15 a.m. class on Thanksgiving Day, but I think all other classes are canceled. And then on Friday, Black Friday, 6 a.m. is canceled, but all the rest are happening, pretty sure. Yeah. So other than that, let's just practice. So find a comfortable seat if you're not already there. And if you want, you can just take a moment and kind of move a little, stretch a little, wiggle a little. So anything that feels good or just helps you get into your body a little bit more. Just noticing how you feel. And then eventually settle into your seated meditation. So you can rest your hands in your lap. You could bring your hands to your heart. One hand to heart, one hand to belly, whatever you'd like. And then either close your eyes or lower and soften your gaze. And feel into the length of your spine. So from the base all the way up to the crown of your head. And let your shoulders just melt and soften down away from your ears. And soften all the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. And just take these first couple of moments to be still and to tune in. Just notice everything that is happening right here, right now. Notice how it feels to just have the ground underneath you. Feel the air on your skin. Hear the sounds around you. And then also notice inside your body, what's going on. So physical sensations are probably the most obvious. You might even notice energetically, how do you feel, and emotionally, what's present. You're not trying to change anything or fix anything. You're just noticing what's already here, what's already happening. And with this extra awareness, start to focus on your breath a little bit more. So bring more attention to your breath. You could visualize it if you want to. See it in some way using your imagination. See it flowing through you, in and out, even up and down the length of your spine. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And then hold in fullness. See if you can even take an extra little sip at the top. Open your mouth, a big sigh, let it out. Ah, good. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. As full as you can get, hold. Keep holding. Extra little sip, like a teaspoon more. And open your mouth and release, let it go. Good. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Hold. Let the breath circulate around inside of you, filling up every little space. Find that extra little sip, maybe even 2 this time. And then big open mouth sigh, let it out. Good. Now with your lips sealed, begin to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose. A gentle constriction in the back of your throat. So you start to create that little bit of noise, that whisper noise or that oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. Every single inhalation comes all the way down from your diaphragm. So you feel your entire torso, your chest, your ribs, and your belly expand every time you breathe in. Even your front body, or even your side bodies and your back body expand. So like a 3D globe, every inhalation, you're taking up more space, you're expanding in all directions. And every exhale, see if you can hug back in towards center. So as you exhale, you contract, you let go, and at the very bottom of your exhale, feel your navel, your belly button pull back and up towards your spine. Feel that connection to your core. So we call it Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock. At the very bottom of your exhale, for just a split second, feel that. You're more than welcome to stay right here a little longer or a lot longer. You're also welcome to come back here at any time throughout practice if you just need a moment to reconnect. If you're ready to begin moving, my friends, go ahead and transition forward onto your hands and your knees, tabletop. And just start to move your body any way it wants to move, any way you want to explore. So that might be cat-cows. Cat-cows are always a good place to begin. And then from your cat-cows, you can get a little more creative or a little more curious. You might start to take your hips all the way around in great big circles. You might move your hips side to side like you're wagging your tail. Maybe you even just want to sit back into a child's pose and take a few grounding breaths in child's pose. So just use your breath and use your awareness to explore, how does your body feel? What's going on? What feels really good today? What feels strong? What feels open? What might feel a little bit tight or tender or stiff? And then in your next few rounds, your next 3, 4, 5 breaths, we'll start a transition back to down dog whenever you are ready. No rush. Nice job, everybody. So back in your down dog, strong foundation through your hands. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And even think of pushing the ground away or gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips, like you're a gecko holding onto a screen door. So hands are strong and active. Then shoulders are strong and stable. So rather than just pressing back through your shoulders and hyperextending, see if you can find strong, stable shoulder placement. And then press back through your heart. Use the strength in your core to lift you up. So imagine there is an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So you feel a little lift that comes from your center. You can keep a big bend in your knees. You could pedal it out, walk it out. You could take your feet out a little wider and just see how it feels. Shift your hips side to side, transfer your weight side to side. So just be in your down dog and feel, notice. Again, use your breath. So big, spacious inhalations and long, slow exhalations take you all the way to emptiness and connect you to your center. You guys look great. Nice poses. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And then with your next exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, come into your halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, let it go, release. Let's do that just once more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. So stick your butt out as you reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. And then this time, all the way up. So come through that halfway lift and keep rising. Arms extend. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. With your breath, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then release into your fold. Nice, Abby. As you breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, nice and long. Exhale, bow and fold. Press into your feet. Connect to your center, rise back up. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, adding on just a little bit. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms, curl open. See if you can make it come from mid and upper back, less from low back. Inhale, re-extend and realign. And then as you exhale, slow dive. Connect to your center as you dive down. Beautiful. Nice cam. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go and fold. Press into your feet. Strong core. Rise back up. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Good, you guys. This time, inhale, reach up. We'll pause here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side body stretch. So hips shift to your left as your upper body reaches right. Keep your left shoulder back and down, plugged into the socket. Nice, Janelle. And see if you can breathe more length into your left waistline and the space between your left ribs. Lots of weight in your left foot. And if you want, you could reach your right tiptoes out to the right really lightly. Yes, beautiful. Take one last round. With your inhale, bring it back through center. Switch your grip. So grab your right wrist and then up and over to the other side. So more weight in your right foot. Like you're creating a crescent moon shape with your body. Feel into that. Yeah, maybe left toes out to the left. Keep your right shoulder back and down. And then breathe length and space into your right side. Sandra. Beautiful, you guys. One last round here. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, once again, little baby back bend. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Imagine you want to press them through to the front of your heart. Inhale, re-extend, reach up. Exhale, dive down nice and easy into your fold. Beautiful. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Nice, Mikkel. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. So top of it, push up. Take just a moment here and find your strength. Spread your fingers wide. Actively push the ground away. Take little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. You are more than welcome to come to your knees at any time to modify. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, so on your tippy toes. And then exhale, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Yes, one more like that. Exhale, lower halfway. Strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push up. And then exhale all the way to your belly, strong straight line. Find a Spider-Man cobra. Bring your hands out wide, framing your mat so they're on the hardwood floor. Up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, take a little twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale back to center. Tone your belly, navel to spine to protect low back. And then exhale, twist left. Good. Inhale, center. Go one more time each direction with your own breath, with your own pace, or at your own pace. Just feel everything there is to feel. Front body, back body, side bodies, even your lower body. Pay attention. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. No rush. You can stay there a little bit longer, a couple breaths if you'd like. And then back to downward facing dog eventually, however you'd like to get there. About 5 deep breaths in down dog. You're welcome to explore with movement. You're welcome to just be still on the outside. But inside, you can feel those little tiny micro movements, those little tiny micro adjustments. So see, is there any way you can be a little more efficient in your body? Is there any way you can engage more to actually effort less? Can you feel your strong hands, your strong shoulders, and your strong core? Can you feel your breath flowing through every little space? Really good, you guys. Nice down dogs. Good awareness. Take one more inhalation as you push the ground away. Lift your hips really high. Then exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, let it go. And then rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top, breathe in. And hands to heart, breathe out. All right, we'll start to build our flow now. Inhale, high mountain. Pause. Once again, grab left wrist with right hand. You can do what we did before, that side body stretch, just regular side body stretch, or this time if you want, left toes, step behind you and to your right, and then add your side body stretch from there. You can keep both legs straight. You can bend both knees, or you can bend one knee, your front knee, back leg stays straight. So see if you can find, again, your most efficient way to be in this pose. Feel into the length of your left side. Yes, so good. If you're taking that leg variation, do your best to keep your hips square. So right hip draws back, left hip draws forward energetically. Take one more round. Very nice. As you inhale, bring it back through center. Grab your right wrist. And then same thing, other side. So you can keep both feet on your mat or right toes off the left edge of your mat. Lengthening through your right side all the way down past the front of your right hip. Yes, good. Beautiful, friends. Keep your right shoulder plugged in, back and down. One last round here. And then with your inhale, back to center. Baby back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms, curl open. Re-extend, realign, breathe in. And exhale, chair plane. So sit back and reach back. As you sit back, stay connected to your strong core, navel to spine. Keep your heart lifted like you're doing cobra pose with your chest. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. And then only if you want, option to float up to your tiptoes. So lift your heels high, nice dapika. And with your heels lifted, you now have more range of motion in your legs. So if you want, sit a little bit lower. Get your butt a little closer to the ground. One last round here. Nice, Sue. As you inhale, high mountain, maybe stay on your tiptoes as tall as you can grow. And maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive. Stick your butt out and use your core to help you balance. Inhale, heels on the ground, halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Take your vinyasa however you want to. So you can take it on your knees, you can add some push-ups, you can skip it all together. It's all you. See you in downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, next time you breathe in, extend your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. If you want, you're welcome to explore for a moment. So maybe you want to open your hip. Maybe you want to circle your knee around. Maybe you want to point flex a few times. You could also just be still and work the length from your fingertips all the way up to your right heel or your right toes. So make your right foot active. Yes. Very nice, friends. Awesome, Amber. Take one more inhale. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. And then keep your hips high as you exhale, right knee towards your nose. So don't let your hips sink down. There should be plenty of space in front of you. Step through, low lunge. And take your time to rise up into your crescent lunge. So all of your toes face forward, high on the ball of your back foot. Energetically hug in. So rather than sinking down into your lunge, find stability by drawing your front hip back and your back hip forward like you're plugging the femur bones into the hip sockets. And then that little tone in your belly, those lowest, deepest abdominals, your transverse abdominis. So draw navel to spine and feel almost like you have a brace around your middle. Puff up your heart. Maybe even take your gaze up. So whatever there is to feel in your upper body, that's your expression of the pose. So feel, what are you doing with your fingers? What are you doing with your face? What are you doing with your gaze? Be intentional. Can you feel your breath moving through every little space, flowing freely? Take one more inhale. Beautiful, friends. As you exhale, let's move into a turbo lunge. So cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. And imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. This is a perfect place to stay. If you would like, option to add a little back bend. So squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open. It's different than leaning back. You're curling open. It comes from your mid and your upper back. Take one more round. So good. As you inhale, come back to your crescent lunge. So reach up, an invitation to straighten both legs for a moment. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Let's add a little twist. So in your low lunge, left hand stays down, right arm reaches up, revolve lunge. Nice, Deb. Good, Kate. So strong legs, especially your back leg, unless you're modifying with your back knee on the ground. Leg is strong and powerful. Imagine you're trying to drag your right hip back towards the back wall, but at the same time, your right knee is magnetized towards your left armpit. Breathe down into your low belly. And with your exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit further. Take one last round right here. Ah, nice, Hannah. Bottom of your exhalation, let it go. Walk your hands to the long edge, the left long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. You're in a wide-legged straddle. Inhale to a halfway lift. Pause for a moment. See if you can reach your arms out to both sides like you have great big wings. So use your strong core here. Navel to spine as you stick your butt out. Yes, crown of your head reaches forward, back of your neck is long. Imagine you're trying to press your arms up towards the sky, and at the same time, you're trying to press your heart towards the ground. So feel your back muscles engage a little bit more. One more big inhale. Very good. Exhale, release, either fold or you're welcome to explore any way you want to for about 5 to 7 breaths. So we'll hang out here. You do you. Just as best you can. Stay present. So if your mind wanders, perfectly normal, but notice it and then bring yourself back to your breath. The sensation in your body, feeling of your feet on the ground, stretch in the backs of your legs. Jaw soft through your face. Unclench your jaw. Welcome to breathe out your mouth at any time. Just a nice big sigh. Can feel real good. All right. Next time you inhale, come back to your halfway lift with your fingertips on the ground or your hands on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat. So you're back in a low lunge position. And then from low lunge, this is a big movement. We're going to come all the way up to standing staff. So right foot is your foundation, rise. See if you can stay balanced as you rise up. If you need to use your left foot to help you up, that's fine. So eventually left knee is lifted. Yes, left toes flex back and active towards your shin. Hug in with your inner thighs. And just feel your breath. See if you can feel that connection to your center, navel to spine. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, we'll twist towards the windows. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. You can bring your right hand to grab your left leg. You can bring your left hand to press into your low back and use your arms against your body as a little bit of gentle leverage. We'll get into the full variation of this pose eventually. So if you want to go there right now, you can, but otherwise just hang out here and work on the twist, work on the balance. So feel from your center, every exhalation, that ringing out sensation. Stand up nice and tall. And if you want to, maybe even try gazing over your left shoulder behind you. So more of a balance challenge. Take your last couple of breaths here. So nice, everybody. As you inhale, unwind, arms to the sky. You can extend your left leg if you want. Take one more round, just holding. And then slowly, see if you can move in slow motion, low lunge. So fingers and toes touch at the same time if possible. From your low lunge, take your right leg all the way back and up into a three-legged down dog. So right leg back and up. Open up through your right hip, bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up towards the sky. You should feel your outer right glute, your medial glute, engaging to create this action. You're more than welcome to stay right here. Otherwise, one more inhale here. And as you exhale, right knee, left elbow, just get as close as you can. Little twist. Yes, inhale back up, three-legged. See if you can open your hip again. Nice, Chris. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So aim high on your arm. Very good. Inhale back up this time. Square hips. And exhale either straight to down dog or rock forward and take your chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged. You can set your right foot down, set your knees down. Yes, inhale, open your heart. And then see you back in downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. All right, from your dog pose. Next inhalation, take your left leg to the sky. If you want, explore a little bit in your own way. Doesn't have to be exactly what you did on the other side. Could be something totally different. So feel into it. Strong hands, strong shoulders, strong belly, big, deep breaths. Take one more inhale. Make your left leg long, strong, powerful. And as you exhale, don't let your hips sink down. Knee towards your nose. Step through softly, low lunge. Then rise as you're ready into your high crescent lunge. Yes. Good. All of your toes face forward. Hips are square. You're hugging in to create stability. Front hip draws back hip draws forward. So your legs feel like a strong foundation. And then your upper body is your expression. So feel into your hands. What are you doing with your fingers? Are they spreading wide? Are they softening today? Maybe you're even bending your elbows a little bit. So whatever you're doing, it's on purpose. Where's your gaze? Feel your breath flowing through every little space. Beautiful, everybody. Take one more inhale as you reach high. Then as you exhale, turbo lunge. So cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. Imagine you're trying to drag your back thigh forward. You can stay here or add your back bend. Make it come from mid and upper back. So different than just leaning back. Curl open. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. One more round. So nice, you guys. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Invitation to straighten both of your legs. Squeeze the little stabilizer muscles around your knees. And exhale, hands come down, low lunge. So bend your front knee again. And then from your low lunge, add a twist, revolve lunge. Right hand down, left arm up. Good. Breathe down into your low belly, your low back. And every exhale, there's your invitation to twist just a little bit more. So not forceful or aggressive, but use your breath to create more space and then soften into that space. Take one last round. Maybe gaze up at your left hand. And then end of your exhale, release. Walk your hands all the way over to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet and straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift position. And once again, see if you can reach your arms straight out to both sides. Palms face the ground. Imagine you're trying to press your arms up and your chest down. So feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Feel your core engaging as you stick your butt out behind you. Take one more inhale. Breathe length in every direction. And then exhale, let it go. Either fold or once again, you can explore any way you want to. Nice job, everybody. Last couple of rounds. Next inhalation, come back to your halfway lift, this time with your hands or your fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space, low lunge. Root into your left foot firmly. Rise all the way up, standing staff. So use your right foot to help you up if needed. Right knee will be lifted. Right toes flexed back and active. Hug in with your inner thighs. Feel your connection to your center. One more inhale here. With your exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back. So you could grab your leg, you could press your right hand into your low back. Use that as a little bit of gentle leverage. And again, we'll get to the full variation. So for now, unless you are really feeling it, stay here and just focus on the twist. And focus on standing tall, balancing. See if you can broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. Maybe even try gazing over your right shoulder behind you. Take one last round and see if you can use your exhale to twist just a tiny bit further. As you inhale, unwind, arms reach up. Right knee stays lifted. If you would like, you can extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly into your low lunge. If possible, fingers and toes land at the same exact time. Nice, Brooklyn. And then take your left leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. So left leg all the way back and up. Open your left hip. Yes. Beautiful, nice, Amber. So squeeze through your outer left butt cheek to create this action. Active through your left foot. Take one more inhale here. You can stay if you want, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your obliques. Inhale, re-extend, open your hip again. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit, aim high. Yes, nice, Mikkel. Inhale, back up. This time, square hips, square hips. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. You can take it however you want. You can set your left toes down. You can set both knees down. Totally up to you. And then downward facing dog, walk it out. Or if you would like, you're welcome to take a rest, a child's pose, a hero's pose, embryo. So give yourself just a moment to kind of recalibrate, reconnect. Just notice how your body feels. Notice all that energy flowing through your fingers and your toes. We're going to move through that entire sequence 2 more times. We'll go a little bit faster. So we'll go 1 breath, 1 movement, but we're not going to speed through it and forget to breathe. We're going to use our big, slow, deep breaths to guide our movement, to guide our transitions. So if it feels like I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can breathe bigger and deeper and slower than you even thought you could. If you want to take a break at any time or just do your own thing at any time, perfectly fine with me. So if you would like to join me, my friends, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. Feel your breath and hear your breath. Great big inhalation as you push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, however you like to get there. Top of your space, forward fold. Spinal extension, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release and bow. And then press into your feet, connect to your center, rise. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with right hand. Exhale, side body stretch. You can add the legs if you want. You don't have to. Inhale through center, switch your grip. And other side, up and over. Exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Baby back bend with your exhalation. Make it come from mid and upper back. Cactus your arms, curl open. Nice, Sandra. Inhale, re-extend, realign, reach up. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking birds. You can pop up onto your tiptoes if you'd like. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Nice, Abby. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. Stick your butt out. Feel your strong core as you dive. Very good. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower. You can also hold empty. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Nice, Pam. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Active through your right foot. Exhale, step forward as soft as you can, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, turbo lunge, optional back bend if you would like to add it. Inhale, back to crescent, an option to straighten both of your legs. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the ground. Inhale, revolve lunge, right arm to the sky, open up. Exhale, let that go. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift with your big wings. Reach out to both sides. Exhale, fold deeply. Crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, halfway lift, this time with your hands or your fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, back to low lunge. Inhale all the way up to standing staff pose. Left knee lifts. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back, or you can grab your leg, press your left hand into your low back. Inhale, unwind. Option to extend left leg. Exhale slowly, low lunge, land softly. Amazing, you guys. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Open your right hip. Please feel free to stay and hold or exhale, right knee, left elbow. So that little twist, use your obliques. Inhale, back up, open your hip again. Exhale, right to right, aim for your armpits. Inhale, back up, this time square hips, long through your right leg. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward, chaturanga, take it however you'd like. Nice, Janelle. Inhale, heart lifts. Awesome, Cam. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky, active through your left foot. Don't let your hips sink down as you exhale. Step through softly, low lunge. And then rise slowly, crescent lunge. Arms reach up, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee, optional back bend. Inhale, re-extend. Option to straighten your front leg. So both legs straight, strong, powerful. Exhale, hands come down, framing your front foot. And then add your twist, left arm to the sky. Follow with your gaze. Open up. Exhale, release, and immediately hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift with your great big wings. So reach out to both sides. Take up space. Exhale, fold. Crown of your head towards the ground. Sit bones towards the sky. Navel to spine. Inhale, lift halfway. This time with hands or fingertips down. And exhale, crawl your hands forward back to your low lunge. Root firmly into your left foot. Inhale, standing staff all the way up. Exhale, add your twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Inhale, unwind. Arms reach up. Maybe extend your right leg. Try not to lean back. And then slow motion, low lunge, soft landing. Nice. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Left leg back and up. Open your left hip up. Stay and hold here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. Good. Inhale back up. Open your hip. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Inhale back up. Very nice. This time, square hips, long through your left leg. Exhale, come forward, plank to chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, lift your heart, curl open. And exhale, takes you back, downward facing dog. Take a moment, maybe a couple big open mouth sighs. That's one time through. We've got one more. And this time I'm going to add a few things in, change a few things up. So just like you've been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. So if you're coming with me, downward facing dog, Ujjayi breath. Take one more big inhalation. Lift your hips super high, spine super long. And exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana as you breathe in. Nice Deb, exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, connect to your center, rise. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. All right. Inhale, high mountain, grab left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch. Add your legs if you want to. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side, up and then over all the way to emptiness. Inhale, center. Baby back bend, cactus your arms, curl open. Beautiful. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And then exhale one more time, chair plane or drinking bird. So maybe float up to tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you want that balance challenge. High mountain, super, super tall, reach. Maybe stay on your tiptoes one last time as you dive down. So stick your butt out, feel your core engaged to help you balance. Yes, awesome. Inhale, halfway lift, heels are now on the ground. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep your exhale going as you lower or hold empty. Inhale, peel your heart open, keep your shoulders back and down. Nice, Abby. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then softly step your left foot through with your exhalation. Or excuse me, right foot through. Inhale, rise. Crescent lunge. Exhale, turbo lunge. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee, maybe add the back bend. Nice work. Inhale, crescent. Now listen, as you exhale, invitation for airplane lunge or full airplane. So you can either just swing your arms back, staying in your lunge, or back foot floats up. Think of a smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel. Yes, so feel your back muscles hug around your spine to lift your heart. Use your inner thigh strength to lift your back heel. Take one last round. Nice steppy cut. Come back to crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. Breathe in here. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Inhale, add a twist. Right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, let that go. Walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift with your big wings. And then exhale, dive as deep as you can. Fold, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Inhale back to halfway lift, fingertips down or hands down. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Listen, pyramid stance. So step your left foot forward about a foot or two. You want both feet flat on the ground. I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Pull your right butt cheek back towards the back wall. And then as you exhale, fold over your front leg. We'll hold here for about 3 to 5 breaths. So keep pulling your right butt cheek up, 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 and pressing the top of your right thigh back, back, back. Every exhalation is an invitation to dive just a little bit deeper. Fold just a little bit further from the inside. Good. Very nice. Awesome, Chris. Take your last couple of rounds here, working the length in your front leg. And then end of your next exhalation, my friends, we're going to move into a standing split. So right foot roots down, left leg lifts up. Make your left foot active. Try to spread through your left toes. Relax your neck just like you would in a forward fold. Beautiful. Strong through your core. Big deep breaths. One more inhale. As you exhale, top of your space, forward fold. Set your left foot down next to right. Halfway lift. Realign your spine. Breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, bow and fold. And then rise all the way up. Inhale your arms up and lift your left knee up. We're in standing staff. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. Or now, if you would like, option to work your full expression of this pose. So grab hold of your left leg, your left foot, I should say, and see if you can start to extend forward. Yeah, hug in with your inner thighs. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones. Maybe even gaze back over your left shoulder. And if you fall out, perfect. Meet yourself right there. That's the practice. Thanks, Callie. One last round wherever you're working. Inhale brings you back to standing staff. You might extend your left leg if you haven't. Exhale slowly, low lunge, soft landing if possible. And then 3-legged down dog. Take your right leg back and up. Open your right hip up. Stay here, or this time, option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Yes, right arm reaches forward. Little tone in your belly to support low back. And then feel that stretch, that opening in your front body. Breathe into it. One last in-breath. Everybody meet in regular down dog. So both hands, both feet on your mat. Walk it out. And keep walking it out a little bit longer. Or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank. Hover right leg if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step through as soft as you can. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Inhale to rise. Turbo lunge. Cactus your arms. Bend your back knee. Option to add the back bend if you want to. Inhale back to crescent. Maybe straighten your front leg for a moment. And then as you exhale, either airplane lunge or full airplane. Float your back foot up. Imagine that smiley face shape and create it with your body. Yes, that's the intention. Beautiful, you guys. Active through your back foot. Strong through your back muscles. Squeeze them around your spine. One last round. This amber soft landing crescent. Breathe in, reach up. And exhale, hands come down. Add your twist, left arm to the sky. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, legs straight. Halfway lift. Great big wings out to both sides. Exhale, dive deeply. Fold. Crown towards the ground, sit bones towards the sky. Halfway lift as you inhale once again. This time hands or fingertips down. Now exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Remember, pyramid stance. So step your back foot in a foot or two, both feet flat on the ground. Halfway lift. I like to bring my hands to my hips for this. You do whatever you like, but pull your left butt cheek back as far as you can. So left butt cheek pulls back, and as you are ready, work into your fold. Drape your upper body over your front leg. So left butt cheek pulls up, and top of your left thigh presses back. Yes, good. Every single exhalation, see if there's any way you can dive just a little bit deeper. Maybe not on the outside. It doesn't even change on the outside, but inside you feel it. Last couple of rounds. So nice, friends. Bottom of your next exhalation, walk your hands forward, standing splits. So right leg lifts high. Right toes active, relax your neck just like you would in a forward fold. Nice, Pam. Good, everybody. See if you can find a little more length. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, both feet at the top of your mat. Spinal extension, nice and long, neutral spine as you breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. And then take it all the way up. Rise, inhale, reach up and lift your right knee up. Exhale, twist, left arm forward, right arm back, pause. This is the time, if you want to work into your full revolved hand to big toe pose. So grab your right foot or peace fingers around big toe and start to extend your leg. Only extend as much as you can without rounding your back. Press through your heel, squeeze your inner thighs, broaden through your shoulders and collarbones. If you want that extra balance challenge, maybe even try gazing over your right shoulder behind you. Nice, Hannah. Good job. Take one last round, friends. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Inhale back to standing staff. You could extend your right leg if you haven't. And then slowly, softly, low lunge. Very nice. Three-legged dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Open up your hip. And then this time, option 2, flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind. Yes, open through your front body. Breathe all the way down to your belly and feel your abdominal wall stretch. Take one last big inhale if you're in the back bend. Nice, Callie, and then bring it back. Regular down dog. Walk it out. Please feel free to keep walking it out, or next inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover left leg if you want to. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower slowly. Lift your heart as you breathe in. And then listen, friends, everybody, we're going to take screaming toe pose. So come into tabletop, bring your knees hips width distance apart, toes curled under, and sit your hips back onto your heels. If this feels like a lot for your feet, you can keep your hands on a block or fingertips on the ground and just lift your hips a little bit, taking some weight off. If you are able to, sit back with a nice tall spine. Hug in with your inner heels so they're not drifting out to the sides. You can either just rest your hands on your thighs, or if it would feel good, you can take a little bit of movement through your upper body. Maybe you want to interlace your fingers behind you. You can just roll out your wrists. Just take some big, deep breaths. Let that heat build in your feet and send your breath into it. About 3 more big, spacious inhales. Side out your mouth anytime. It's so good for your plantar fascia, the soft tissue at the soles of your feet. End of your next exhale, come back to hands and knees, untuck your toes. You can gently tap the tops of your feet against your mat. Good job, everybody. And then as you're ready, take it back downward facing dog. And feel that new aliveness in your feet, that new awareness. Inhale, extend your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down nice and easy. Right knee nice and wide towards the outer right edge of your mat. Pull your right hip back and up instead of pushing it towards the ground. So you want to plug the femur bone into the hip socket, build the structure of the pose first, and then settle in breath by breath. Bow forward. Or some of you are already on your back. That is perfect. So feel free to take any variation that will serve you today. Soft face, soft jaw, not forceful, not resisting. So notice if you're tightening anywhere, just by noticing, see if anything shifts. See if you can soften around it, soften within it. You might visualize your breath moving down into your right hip. You might exhale out your mouth. Big sigh. Take about 3 to 5 more. Next time you breathe in, invitation, fill up as big as you can and hold. Take that extra sip just like we did at the very beginning. And then open your mouth and let it out. Lift your upper body. We're going to come into a seat for a moment. So you can just let your hips open and kind of plop over onto your outer right glute. Swing your left leg around. Take both legs forward and give them a nice little shaky shake. And then after a few shakes, bend your right knee, right foot on the ground. Step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Left leg can stay extended, or if you want, you can bring your left heel towards your right glute. Just keep both sit bones on the ground. Hug your right knee in, puff up your chest, sit up really tall. Take your right arm up, breathe in and reach high. And then as you exhale, twist, right hand comes down behind you. You can use your left hand right where it's at, or if there's some other variation you want to take with your left arm, feel free. Sit up as tall as you can. Broaden through your shoulders and your collarbones, and maybe even gaze back over your right shoulder to continue the twist with your neck. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back. Every exhalation, twist, 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 just a tiny bit deeper. Last couple of breaths. Bottom of your next exhale, unwind your upper body and bring your hands off the left edge of your mat. Take a little bow so your spine can round, your right butt cheek can lift. Breathe down into your low back. And I even like to imagine I'm trying to twist towards the back of the room so you can kind of press into it, push the ground away. End of your next exhale, lift back up. Uncross your legs and think of a happy baby balancing on your sit bones. So grab hold of your feet, outer edges, or peace fingers around big toes. Try to balance on your sit bones as you pull back with your arms, press forward with your heels. You can stay here, or you can play with extending one leg, kind of like you're pulling a bow and arrow, and then the other leg. Try to keep your spine as long as possible and just be playful. If you want, you can extend both legs. Take one last deep breath wherever you're working. And then release your feet, cross your ankles, rock over your feet, plant your hands. You can either step back, or if a jump back is in your practice, you're welcome to take it. Move through a vinyasa. See you back in down dog. All right, inhale your left leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, left shin forward, body comes down nice and easy. Set yourself up with just as much intention and attention as you did on the other side. And then breath by breath, settle in. Open mouth sighs, always welcome. So rather than trying to push your hips towards the ground, keep drawing your left hip back and up. Keep that hip, or keep your femur bone plugged into the hip socket. So you want your joints to be nice and stable, stretching the muscles around the joint. Little activation in your left toes to protect your ankle and your knee so you're not pulling the tendons and ligaments. Good awareness, everybody. Nice job. Take about 5 more breaths or so on this side. Nice job, everyone. If you would like, next time you breathe in, invitation to fill up as big as you can. Get as full as you can. Hold. Take that extra sip, send it down into your left hip. Visualize it. And then open your mouth and release. Good. Ease your way back up, right? Once again, find your way into a seat. So you can let your hips open, sit over onto your outer left glute, and swing your right leg around. Take both legs forward for a moment. Shake them out. And then bend your left knee, left foot on the ground. Step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Right leg can be extended or bend your knee, heel towards your left butt cheek. Keep both sit bones rooted. Hug your knee in, puff up your chest, sit up tall. Take your left arm up, reach, breathe in here. And then as you exhale, twist, left hand comes down behind you. Try not to put too much weight on your left hand, but just use your left arm to help you sit up really, really tall. Lengthen your spine. If you want, you can gaze back over your left shoulder. Breathe down into your belly. Every exhalation is an invitation to twist and wring out just a little bit more. Last couple of breaths. End of your next exhalation, unwind. Hands off the right edge of your mat, that nice counter twist. Take a bow around your spine. Breathe into your low back. You can even push the ground away and imagine you're trying to twist towards the back of the room. Take one last round. And then lift up. Uncross your legs. This time, invitation to just take a regular boat pose. So legs forward, arms forward, or you can bring your hands behind you for a little extra support. Knees can be bent, or you can extend your legs for more. Inhale here, high boat. You can stay and hold, or exhale, low boat. Everything hovers above the ground. Squeeze everything together, draw low belly down. Inhale, high boat, lift. So balancing on your sit bones. Exhale, low boat, hover. Yes, draw low belly down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, lift. And just one more. Exhale, low boat, hold, squeeze. See if you can hold here for an extra round. Keep holding, keep squeezing, keep drawing low belly down. And end of your next exhale, just release. Come down onto your back. Maybe a big full body stretch would feel real nice. Arms long, legs long. Pull yourself apart. Yeah, great big inhale as you reach. And then exhale, hug your knees towards your belly. Take a little rock from side to side. Bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent. Bring your feet out to the width of your mat. And then tee out your arms or cactus your arms on the ground, just resting down. And take a few windshield wipers side to side at your own pace. Next time your knees fall to the right, keep them there for about 3 to 5 breaths. If you would like, you can bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee or thigh. And just use that as a little bit of gentle leverage to encourage your left knee forward and down. So lots of length from your left shoulder all the way down to your left knee. And if your left back ribs are lifting a lot, that's okay, but have the intention of trying to work your left back ribs a little closer to the ground. And then as you're ready, just take the same pose on the other side. Knees to the left. I'll just leave it up to you when you feel pretty even on both sides. Come back to center. And move towards any inversion that you would like to take for about 5 to 10 breaths. Anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. When you feel complete with your inversion, no rush. Just ease your way out. Take any counter poses of your choice and any finishing poses of your choice. Maybe a happy baby. Maybe one more time, hugging your knees toward your belly. You just want to rest with your feet together, knees open, or your feet apart, knees fall in. So just slowly, mindfully Start to make your way towards your final relaxation, Shavasana. At this point, you can let your breath just dissipate, let go of any effort, any control. Just let your body take over again and breathe you. As you settle in, I will read to you. This is a reading by Melody Beattie. It's from her book called Journey to the Heart. What's the next lesson? I asked. If you knew what it was, you wouldn't need to learn it, he said. Often, in the midst of a lesson or experience, we tighten our minds into knots, trying to figure out what we're learning, what's coming next, what the lesson is really about. But if we knew what the lesson was about, we wouldn't need to be learning it. The learning that we are doing on our spiritual path is often not possible from our heads or even books. It's a process of discovery. It includes many twists, turns, surprises, and upsets, much confusion, wondering, and stumbling until we reach a moment of clarity. To learn the lesson, we need to go through the experience. And usually we learn best when we're a bit vulnerable and uncertain about what we're learning. Trust that the lesson will reveal itself to you when it's time. Stay present for this moment. Let your experiences and guidance unfold. You are evolving and learning and growing right now. When the transformation is complete, you will see what you have learned. Other people may be there to help us, teach us, guide us along our path. But the lessons to be learned are always ours. These last few moments, just be present. Just feel your body. Meet yourself exactly where you're at. Let go of trying to figure anything out. Just feel, just experience, just be. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And then let it go. And just start to gently move and wiggle. Eventually find your way onto either side, fetal position. Just take one last moment resting on your side body, this nurturing pose, and really let all the energy, all the effort of your practice just soak in. You can even use your imagination and visualize that in some way. And use your arms to guide yourself up to seated meditation, facing towards the front of your mat, in the front of our space. So right back where you began. And just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. We'll close with one big collective om. So I'd love for you to join me and try not to worry too much about what your voice sounds like. Focus more on what it feels like, to use your own vibration to let it move through you and express out your mouth. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for sharing your practice, your energy. Namaste. Yay. Thanks, friends. If you have any questions, you can always ask. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Miss Queen, Queen, Queen. There's a good girl. Yes. A good girl. It's my so good girl. Yes, you are. Oh, I'm not just one. Yes. How long are you in town? Not long. About a week. Okay. So maybe I'll see you again. Okay. I would love that. Hope so. You're welcome, Callie. Thanks for being here.